So I just wanted to make sure there wasn't any overlap, and I think he covered what we're trying to get to. So I thought, okay, so what is left? And I thought of a couple things. One of them is just, how they model being godly parents and how a married couple should be. They they weren't too extravagant or over the top where it was, anything awkward to look at, but just cute little things like they never, when they were married, when they had been married for like 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, they never stopped. My dad would do this thing where he would hold her arm and go,
Pepe Le Pew.
I didn't see anywhere else like it, but it was just cute little things that I don't think they ever grew out of. And as far as it goes, just the relationship with me as my parents, I don't know that this is too insightful, but it's just they're both very interesting people with very different personalities. I mean, it's amazing that they've made it to 50 years. But at the same time, that's I think one of the cool things about their testimony is because they are so different, and yet they can have such a strong relationship. My mom, she's a communicator. She will talk about anything you want to talk about. She will talk about to your heart's content. And my dad, when he wants to talk, he can handle himself really well, but he is more of the quiet, observant type. He'll crack jokes, but you'll never hear him like rolling on the ground laughing. He's like that's kind of what he's laughing. And so I always knew what my mom was thinking because she would communicate verbally. But my dad, he would do it too when necessary. But I think one of the things that I appreciate about him is I might not always know how he felt about me or Brian or other people. He would communicate it, but sometimes parents trying to understand their kids or kids trying to understand your parents can be difficult sometimes. But I think with him, it was how you could tell how he felt by what he did, what he sacrificed, and it was his actions that really showed how much he loved us. I mean, he would just go, he would cross the world to do stuff for his family, and my mom would too. But she'll also tell you about it. So I think that's it. Brian covered everything else. I'm going to think of a really good senior right after I sit down. So.
Right.
Who's next?
Thank you. Thank you, Michael.
Somebody else want to go? Don't all rush to the platform at once.
I'll talk some more.
Carla Jr. says you talk. He talks.
I remember Uncle Jim one time telling me that he was wrestling with why God let kids have disabilities like the ones that they brought into their home. And it was a really good question. And I will never forget his answer, and I've shared it with many people. And if I get it wrong, just take credit because it works. But he said God wants us to demonstrate compassion. And so he may not have made someone that way just so that we can demonstrate compassion, but there wouldn't be any compassion necessary if everybody was exactly the same.
True.
And that was really powerful.
Anyway, on that again.
I was hoping to meet Carla up there for our family, for every need, and I couldn't believe it was 15 years. But I have told Eliza that I will give her a better wedding gift if she elopes.
Oh, good job. That was good.